Operation Neon Dawn is finally here, and with the release of the new operation come a whole bunch of new changes. So in this video, we are going to go over all of the new changes that came out with the new operation. Starting off with Aruni, the new 2-speed, 2-armor defender that has the P10 Roni and the MK14 EBR as her primary weapons. Now the P10 Roni does not have the 1.5 times optic like Mozzie has, and the MK14 EBR does not have the 3 times scope like Dokubi. Now, this is going to be kind of weird because she is the first operator to have a DMR on the defensive side, which is going to make her an extremely effective spawn peeker to her enemies. And she also has the PRB92 handgun as her secondary, and her gadget is the Surrogate. Now, as well as her primary gadget, she also has barbed wire and a bulletproof camera that she can take to the fight. Now, the Surrogate will shut off whenever a defender gets near it, but when an attacker walks through it, it will inflict 30 damage to that unfortunate attacker. Now, this works as kind of like a force field. When a grenade or a drone or any really attacker gadget is thrown through it, it will be destroyed. And there is a little spot where drones can go through, and as well as projectiles can go through from the attacker. Now, keep in mind that the attackers and defenders can shoot through this, so it is not like a force field that can stop bullets. Now, she also has a feature, which is she has a robotic arm that can be used to punch holes in the walls that are perfect for creating rotation holes. Now, I really like her because, I mean, it's perfect for, like, defending the site where someone like Castle, it will block projectiles. I mean, they can still go under, but you can't really see outside to know if someone's going to be rushing. Now with her, you can just easily kind of see if someone's coming and have a quick peek and shoot them, and that is perfect, as well as you don't really need someone to bring impacts if there's a better alternative for another person, because she can create her own rotate holes. Her robotic arm can also one-shot any barricade or hatch that stands in her way, as well as place her Surrogate on that hatch. Another thing important to note is that her Surrogate is indestructible to bullets, melee, as well as explosions, which is really helpful and is something that we've never seen before. But now let's move on to the operator nerfs and buffs. Now, I think by far the biggest nerf given to anyone in this operation was given to Echo, because his drones will no longer appear invisible while they are on the roof. But looking on the bright side, they did give back his deployable shield, which he had lost for some time. Now, this next change is also kind of a buff and a nerf, because Jaeger's ADSs will now shoot down an infinite amount of attacker projectiles. Now, the reason this is a nerf is because the ADSs now have a 10-second cooldown between when they can shoot down projectiles. Now, a big thing that I think is going to affect Jaeger's ADSs, like, in a big way, is, let's just say Zofia, for example, shoots both of her concussion mines into a room at once. Now, before this change, the ADS would be able to shoot down both of them. But now, with this change implemented, you will now need 2 ADSs in order to shoot down both of those concussion mines. And then, of course, they will have the 10-second cooldown until they can shoot down more projectiles. And another super small change that literally doesn't matter at all is the lights on the ADSs are now blue instead of red. Now, my favorite operator change that came with this new operation was with Habana. Now, before this change, she used to only be able to shoot a 2x3 rectangle of her X-Caros, like explosive devices. Forgive me if I'm saying that wrong. But now she can switch between shooting a 2x3, a 2x2, or a 1x2 or 2x1 square of her pellets. So now she's able to select how many pellets she actually is wanting to shoot, which is really cool in my opinion, and I think will definitely make her the most picked Hard Breacher, even though she was already being picked a decent amount. But I absolutely love this change because, for example, hatches only take 4 pellets to destroy, but before this change you could only shoot like 6 pellets. So you were kind of just wasting those extra 2, and it always felt kind of useless. And now with this change you get to actually save those extra 2 and use them on something else to make a small little hole in the wall. Now, another change that is really small, but I think is still worth mentioning, is that, let's just say you're trying to plant the diffuser right up against this couch. Now, before this change, you would not be able to plant it right here, because I am so close to this couch. So you would not be able to place it up against like a couch, or wall, or really any surface. But now, the diffuser is planted like right at your feet, instead of like, let's just say, a little bit of ways from you. And so now you're able to plant it in some places that like you wouldn't be able to before this change. So now, just instead of it planting like, let's just say, a few feet away from you, or not feet, but a little bit away from you, it'll plant right at your feet. Like I said, a really small change that I really don't think will affect really anyone, but I'm still going to mention it in this video because, I mean, I'm covering all the changes with the new operation. So yeah, small change, won't affect anyone, really, but yeah, it's still a change, nevertheless. And now we are going to go on to loadout changes. Starting off with Zero, aka Sam Fisher. Now, he had his frag grenades changed out for a hard breaching device. Now, obviously, I don't know the exact reason for this, but he has 4 Argus launchers along with, well, what he used to have was another 2 frag grenades. Now, I think something that could have helped contribute to this change happening was the fact that he could take out pretty much every, like, Wamai or / Wamau, I don't know how you say his name, every Wamau device, as well as disable the ADSs for a long time. So, I don't know the exact reasoning, but I think that definitely adds something to contribute to that change. The next change in the new operation is with Valkyrie. Now, her deployable shield was switched with her impacts to impacts. Now, personally, I think this was a good change because I've never really seen anyone go with her deployable shield. But now, let's just say you go on a camera, oh, there's a person right there. Now you can impact this wall and just immediately shoot them. I think it's a really good change personally, but another thing is her C4, in my opinion, is also still a good option. So we will show that right now too. And the reason I think her C4 is also a good option is because, oh, there's someone above me. Like someone walked right above me. Let's just ping them, then you can just throw C4 in that one area, and bam, you got them from below. So, like I said, impact grenades and C4, both amazing options in my opinion, and are both very strong for her, and I honestly really like this change. Now, this next change is with Twitch. Now, she had her breaching charges replaced with flashbangs. Now, personally, I like this change because I think it fits her a little better, and what I mean by that is you can just throw your drone into sight or whatever, and then you can see if there's anyone in there, and if there is, you can then throw a flashbang in, and then once it goes off, go in, hopefully get a kill or 2. Or another way that this could be helpful is if there's like an ADS and you know it, you can get on your drone, shoot the ADS, and then safely throw a flashbang in, and then of course hopefully get a kill or 2. Personally, I like this change because, I don't know, like I just think it fits her a little better because I think it's going to be a lot more useful than the breaching charges necessarily would have been. But that's just my opinion. Tell me what you guys think in the comments. But moving on to the next one, we have one more after this next change, and let's see what that is. Now, the second to last operator change was with Ash, and she lost her flashbangs for a claymore. Now, if that was all, it would really suck because her flashbangs were a big part of kind of like how she like was played and stuff. But she did get something in return, which was an extra breaching round. I'm personally like, another breaching round is definitely useful, But I haven't completely decided if I like this change. That's not even a shareable wall. I'm a genius. But now I haven't completely decided if I like this change or not. I think it's definitely useful, but I think I'm definitely gonna miss her flashbangs. But without further ado, let's get on to the last operator change. The last operator change with Wamai, or Wamau, I'm not 100% sure how you say his name, was with his magnet ability, or with his magnet gadget, and one of his secondary gadgets. Now, I don't actually own this guy, so I can't really show him in game, but he used to be able to have up to 5 magnet systems, but now he can only have 4. And a very big change is he lost his deployable shield, which kind of ruins his whole deployable shield with magnet system strategy. So that kind of sucks, but I mean, I'm not 100% sure why they did this, but I mean, I'm gonna hope there was a reason they didn't just do that for just because. But anyways, that kind of sums it up for all the operator changes. Now there is one more change, so let's just get into that real quick. So the very last change that came with this new operation, as far as I know, I might have missed a change, and if so, let me know down in the comment section, and I will leave a pinned comment with the change or changes. Hopefully, it wasn't more than one, because that'd be embarrassing. But the last change has to do with the way the Runout Timer works, and how much time you have before you're detected as a defender. Now, before this, it used to be 2 seconds. You had 2 seconds to run outside, do what you need to do, and then come back inside before you're detected. Now, it went from 2 seconds all the way down to 1, which is not a lot of time at all. So, if you're trying to get a vault cam outside or something, it's gonna be hard to, just do it in that amount of time. So, it's really gonna make you rethink the way if you want to do a run out or not, or if you want to get a vault cam outside or not. Because if there's someone down there, let's just say, by the time you're at this ledge, you're already detected. I don't think there's any way you can get out there. As soon as I touch this, I'm detected. So that's definitely a very big change. Instead of the countdown being kind of where it says you're detected, it was moved down to the bottom left of your screen. So that's another change. The timer, or where it was moved, doesn't really matter, but 1 second is not a lot of time. So, I mean, you're most likely going to be detected, whenever you go outside, because I don't really think there's much you can do without getting detected outside as a defender. But I'm pretty sure, like I said, if I missed something, leave it down in the comments. I'll leave a pinned comment with the change I missed. But as far as I know, that is the last change in this new operation. So that is Operation Neon Dawn and all the changes it brought with it. I will have a video out within the next few days of some games that I played with other people, and so you should be prepared for that. This video is going to take an extremely long time to edit, just because I have so many cuts I have to do and stuff, and so many edits I have to put in. I've been recording all this footage for well over 2 hours now, so a like and subscribe would be very much appreciated. I also had a helper for one of the clips where I talked about Valkyrie and the changes she had. My helper's YouTube channel will be down in the description if any of you guys are curious. But that is going to be it for today's video, so make sure to like and subscribe if you did enjoy, and I'll see you guys all later. Bye.